Really, DentX is a startup that's geared to help consumers repair their cars at competitive prices. When you get, a young woman who's the first graduate in a family, the first one to live in Joburg, the first one with an apartment, the first one to buy a car, who says, because of DentX, I wasn't scared, I could get my car fixed, and life is a lot simpler. For us, it's those sort of stories that we live for, and so that's really important to us. When lockdown happened, no one fixed cars, and so for us, that's quite a bottom line implication. But I think at the same time, what the pandemic does is really bring everyone back to a more human focus. And I think it's brought back our business to that as well. So a lot of the product offering we have, a lot of the messaging, a lot of the focus has really returned back to that. I think, sometimes bottom line, we'd want to grow that at the expense of being really people focused. And I think for us, it's been a wonderful opportunity to self-reflect, and grateful for AlphaCode and the program here for that as well. AlphaCode is quite unique on two fronts. The first front being that the entire organization goes through it for DentX, where we do already have clients, we do already have track record, we already have, all these different people we're doing. So we're trying to learn, absorb, make adjustments, change, while still running our business day to day. And so that's been quite interesting, quite stretching, quite growing. And on the other side, I think the other thing people forget is you go through it as individuals as well. And I think that's been fascinating for us. I think a lot of the conversations we're having outside of the program, how we interpret things, etc., and even for us, who have a non-traditional structure, to really start to question that and make adjustments and tweaks, etc., has been quite useful. So I think what makes a great entrepreneur is probably very different from what makes a great entrepreneurial venture. But I think now moving to the next level, which is what AlphaCode really is super important for the ecosystem, is going, cool, it's fine to get the jockeys, but it's time to build the horses as well that are highly capable and can run fast and compete. And so I think growth as an entrepreneur is important, but I think probably growing in the understanding of how to build entrepreneurial ventures better is probably more important. I think it's more important than the South African ecosystem. So for me, it's just start, trust your story, trust the knowledge you have, trust the people you know in the market, and get out there and get the feedback. After a while, really kick forward, and people will always invest in something that makes business sense before it makes theoretical sense.